Welcome to Yeshiva Dashir, sponsor Louis Nishmas, Iron B'Yaka Shalom, and Lea Basitzchok. We're holding over the Zara Daf Samichtes. We're going to start Daf Samiches Amud Beis in the bottom. We maybe finished a little bit in the middle of the Indian over here, but that's where we'll go from. And we're 4 lines at the bottom of the page. Amar Rava, Hilchasa, Samiches Amud Beis in the bottom. Amar Rava, Hilchasa, Noisen Tam Levgam Mutter. Noisen Tam Levgam is always mutter, meaning that we pass in halacha. If it gives a bad taste and you're eating the taste, you're okay. And what about the mouse that fell into the vinegar? So yesterday we learned that someone is saying maybe it's Xeris Akasa. So he says, no, I don't understand why the mouse that fell in vinegar, why is that considered to be that it is Asr? So it's because he holds, even though it's a bad taste, it's still Asr. If we say we don't pass it this way. Is it, does he hold, not like the halacha, the Noisen Tam Levgam is fine, it's still considered to be giving a good taste, it's still Asr, or you're holding that a mouse gives a good taste, not a bad taste.
The warm at the kela.
Yeah, it's a good geschmack taste. So that's what we pass it. Therefore, maybe we pass it this way and we stay with the question.
Noisen Tam Levgam. Is that only if you have a kosher ingredient with a non-kosher?
Yeah.
If the thing is completely non-kosher.
Of course. Talk about the mouse fell into a beer.
Isn't the mouse not?
No. So the mouse you took out. Right. The mouse fell into the beer, you took it out. But now I have the taste of the mouse. Is it also? Today people will not drink that beer. But question: if I have a beer, a mouse tasting beer, is that a problem or not?
When you buy the Mexican beer, you know what's inside?
Huh?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Says the Gemara, Yibailu. Now we're that Sabachtes of the Avoda. Yibailu. Nafal legoy chalo mai. What happens when it fell into not beer but into vinegar? What will be the question? So the question is what? Mai. So what is the question? Here we have 2 opposite explanations in the Rishonim. Some Rishonim want to say the pshat is that if it falls into vinegar, so vinegar makes the taste better. Meaning, so meaning, even if you hold it usually gives Noisen Tam Levgam, but maybe vinegar is so strong that the mouse does not give Noisen Tam Levgam. Or the opposite. Even if you hold that it gives a good taste, but by vinegar it makes it a bad taste. Two opposite pshat. Omar Avilu Lavashi Avuv the of Kana Vosar. Kate to Rav Kana, and it's when the story has of Kana, meaning Osir, but also Kana, Omaleahu imtute imrotit. There is different. Why? It's imtute imrotit. What does it mean? Rashi learns imtute imrotit means if it was shredded into small pieces. And this goes back to Dr. Rozorski's point. We're talking about that it's not that you had a mouse that fell into the pot and you took it out. The mouse dissolved into the pot. And right now you have pieces of mouse. So that's why it's also. Not because of taste, because there are pieces.
Not bad.
It is bang, even there.
And you can take it out.
No, but it's pieces.
So you take out all the pieces.
You can't. It's so many pieces.
So you must be
and Rashi points out
that the pieces are not beyond. Otherwise, you just take it out.
No, we're talking about many pieces. Like it's like the
strainer in it.
It's like the pulp of the orange. Okay, we're talking about you could do it. Pulp of the orange juice. And Rashi points out that we hold by sheretz is also bekadosha. Kadosha is a very small amount, and therefore that's this.
Could it be that you have other things? Because the way Shul is saying it, you're right. You can strain it out, but then maybe you have other.
Maybe. I think it's too much to do. Ravina Sovar l'shuri me'avech. Ravina felt that maybe the shear that you're going to do is not 60. Usually you do shear b'shishim. But he says, you'll do the shear over here by 100. Like what? Truma. So here, if you have something, let's say, which is not dissolved, for whatever reason, you do echad b'meh. And so he says, maybe don't compare it just to a food of truma, but to a spice of truma. What happens if I have a spice of truma it makes the spices it has almost annoying. So you discuss maybe there is a certain end as long as it gives a taste.
Right, it's more than 100.
Yeah, much more than 100. The diamond delay bottle, so that's what it is.
Because of the taste, it's not bottle.
What?
Because of the taste, it's not.
Yeah, because the taste stays there. So here the taste stays over here. Now here we're going back to the discussion. We're talking about the vinegar or the beer. Taisis Masha is talking about back to the beer. The beer that we said that is not bottle, maybe if it gives, it's like a spice, and never it's not bottle. Says the Gemara, Rav Achoy Shir Bechalo Bechamishi. He did with vinegar based on 50, not 60. He felt that the vinegar is not as strong, and the taste will be dissolved by 50, not by 60. You don't have to have 60. Shmuel, it's a new thing. Where Shmuel we break the Rav Aiko Shir B'Shichu B'Shitin. He said no, it's the same. It said the beer will be 60. Both in 60. You always go based on 60. That's the bitul lechad b'shishim, and not you don't change it around. You don't say this is a stronger taste, this is a less of a taste. You always go based on 60 or to shear of Noiseta.
It's based on a posuk or something.
It's based on shear. The Chazal made a measurement that echad b'shishim is when a tam is bottom. Now there is in Yoni Opi Machshava that echad b'shishim is the concept of 60 is that oy samech. The oy samech represents the bad. As long as you wanted 60, you still the bad has an existence. Once you get more than 60, that means you are less than existent. The ra doesn't have koyach. Unless it was 60, this is a European machshava. But being in is that Chazal did a shear that shishim is what you still have tasted.
Even if it's a spice or it's a concentrate.
No, spice will be different. Only spice will be different.
And a concentrate. Then maybe
I don't know if it has to be different. I don't know. But say it. So that was the end of that. Look the Mishnah.
I know with kashrus is a whole thing. The concentrates.
Maybe. So the Mishnah kechovim shaya mavir im Yisrael kedeyayin mimoker lemoker. So you have a guy and he's carrying barrels for Yisrael from place to place. Now what's the problem? The barrels were sealed, but the shaila is maybe the guy is gonna open up. So the Mishnah says like this: Im hayu becheskas hamishtamer mutter. If we have chazaka that's shama, it's okay. We'll see in the Gemara what does it mean cheskas hamishtamer. Im oidir shu maflik. But if the Yisrael told the guy, listen, I'm going now for I'm going to go far away. So then it's not cheskas hamishtamer. So how much of a shear, how much time does the goy have in order to ruin the wine? So the Tanakama holds, Ishtoim v'yigoif. Ishtoim means he will make a small hole. Yishtoim means he will seal the hole. V'yigoif means he will cover it. Right? That's what it means. As Rashi says, Yishtoim with a shin is yikoiv v'yikochavim nekev. Make a hole. Yistoim is going to close it. And the yigoiv, it will dry out. The seal will seal up. That's Tanakam. Shurgul Liloimer, no. Says it, no. A hole, people don't make holes because he's afraid they're going to catch it. It means he's going to remove if you're afraid, or maybe it's going to break up the cover. He will remove the entire cover of the barrel and then put a new cover and seal it, which is a little longer time. It's longer to make a hole and close the hole. It's shorter than taking the entire cover out and putting it sealing a new cover. So Shimon gives you a little more time, and the Mishnah is going to repeat this now a few times. Next case. The first case was he was just carrying barrels from place to place.
I forgot. If you have a sealed bottle of wine, can you go not mevushal, go cannot touch it?
So we have a machlekes, it has to be choisam echad or choisam techoisam. Has to be one seal or double seal. The Gemara is going to address it in this daf.
That's this issue.
Yeah, but here let's assume for even for the other case you took about a double seal. Also, but here the problem is he may open it and close it again. Now, what happens if you have a simon? Maybe the simon will help.
I mean, assuming that you could do it, I guess he has to match it.
Yeah, not talking about that you have a sign. Talking about just a seal. Okay, but good point.
You can't do it. Machine cards. You can't do it today.
Not today. I mean, we're talking about the barrel of those days. Person puts his barrel in a current, like in a wagon or a ship. He went very quickly. He was able to make a shortcut. He went to the Medina, went inside the city. He went to the bathhouse. Mutter. He's mutter. We'll see that goes back to the previous thing. We assume it's probably the guy is afraid to touch it. But if he told him, listen, I'm going to go away for about an hour, and the guy assumes he's not here, so then what? Make a hole, close it, and dry. You take out the barrel, the cover, close it again, and seal it. Longer time. Another case. You have the guy, he's in the store where they sell barrels. Even the guy, the Jew goes out, comes back in, it's mutter. He tells her, I'm going out for a little while. So then say shear. Make a hole, close the hole, dry it out. He has to remove the cover of the barrel, close it again, and dry it out. He's sitting with a guy on the table. So on the table, he puts a bottle of wine. In addition, he puts a bottle of wine. A duliki is like a little bit of a what? Bar. The bar. There's some kind of a some kind of a side table. He puts there the other bottle of wine. Jew goes out, comes back. Whatever's on the table is also. Why? Because the guy understands. Why putting a bottle on the table? We should both drink it. Whatever's on the duliki, what are you touching there? That's not on the table. If the Jew tells the guy, be my guest, drink. Even though he didn't say you can take the one on the duliki. But once he gave him a little bit of the big yesai, once you give a little bit of an opening, he takes a bigger opening. And what's going to be over there? Is a source. If the barrel is open, it's asur. As long as you didn't pass the time it takes to take out the cover of the barrel, close it up and seal it, so it's going to be mutar, and that's like who? Shimon Gamliel that said they talk about the cover of the barrel.
Isn't where the sidebar, aren't there other people around?
Not necessarily. I don't know if the other people could be a goyim as well, so we don't know. What does Yechezkel Mishnah? They mention the Mishnah. He has his people. Chamor means the people that take his donkeys. Poyala means his workers, and they all are carrying taris. Even though he traveled a long time, you can assume everything is tar. If he said, start going, I'm going to come. It'll take me a little time. I have to take care of, so they'll be there in an hour. The minute he lost eye contact, he has to assume the taros atmeus. And the ratio, if they're carrying the barrel, they're making a tummy. The ratio made them tar. He took the donkey men, he took their workers, he put them in the mikvah, he made them tar. Right? It's like the Pesach program where you make sure the guys don't have chametz. Yachi sefer nami, so we're sefer the same thing. In the ratio, it's him touching it. I'm not chayshish because I made him tar. But in the sefer, once the owner is not here, so his friend is going to come and they're going to have a party. He's not going to let him touch it. He doesn't care. The guy touches it. Yachi feel the ratio nami. What about the ratio? Nemachi should say the same thing. Amar Rava says they want to have some base. He's coming there in a way they don't know where he's coming from, right? Meaning they know that he may come any moment. That means it's a shortcut. He may come in a way they're going, and maybe the Baal Bayis will come, so they're afraid of him. In the Sefer, even though he could come, but he told him I'm not coming. So even though maybe he will come, when he told us he's not coming, I rely on him, I trust him. So that's the reason that by Seifo, and that's really the side of the Mishnah. If the guy is there and he doesn't know when the owner is going to come, so you say we're not chosh. It's called Yechezkel Mishnah. But if he told him, no, I'm gonna be delayed a little bit, he told him to take some time, then you cannot rely on it anymore. Then you have to assume that maybe you opened it, and if it's a short amount of time, you have to, if it's not a short amount of time, it's awesome. The more goes on, brings the different cases of the Mishnah. Why do we know the case of the Mishnah? Says the Sovar Dilmo Sivichazile. Talk about the guy that was carrying the barrels. He's afraid maybe he's going to see him. By the boat, he says, I'm sailing into the sea. He's not going to see me. Talk about a wagon or wagon is going to travel. Maybe they'll come from a different way. It could be on the Gudu means the edge on the bank, on the land. Or in this case, maybe he's going to be on the boat. I don't know where he's coming. I'm in my boat, but maybe he's going to come from a different direction. He's going to see me. Maybe he's going to go with a helicopter and see me. But a guy in the store, maybe he's going to lock the door. He's going to say, I'm in the store. Nobody's here. Let me lock the door. Nobody's going to see me. Kamash Rolan, have to give you that case.
Kamash Rolan what?
Kamash Rolan, that we say that as long as these short come in, it's kosher. So we have two different types of of materials we're going to use about. One is called seed, one is called teat. How do they translate it in art school for seed and teat?
Plaster.
Seed is plaster and?
Tit is plaster.
What?
Sid is plaster.
Tit is plaster.
And let me hear what Yovan says.
Tit isn't tit like tar.
Tit is tar.
Tit is
It's tar.
concerns where the lid is made of plaster. But we'll show tit. But where it's made of clay.
Clay. Okay. So they call seed plaster and teat is clay. Now what's the difference over here? Because we have the colors. Let's see the Gemara. The Gemara says, which means what? Oh, because when we're talking about Besid, so it's not, look at Lo Shemashi. Seed is white. It's very hard to see if it's new or old. If the seal is made out of plaster, so I don't really see a difference between the new and the old one. It's all white. So you teat, it starts black, and then afterwards it whites it up. So it takes 2 days to become white. Meaning, Rabbanan said, even a small hole I care about, because what's going to happen? He's going to make a hole, he's going to seal it, you're not going to see that it's a small hole. So that's good if it's the same color. If it's a different color, you're going to see it. But if it's the entire barrel, the entire lid, so then you're not going to see it because the entire lid he changed. So that's what the Gemara says. We talk about the white one. Which is black in the beginning. We need to have the entire cover. So it's very clear, it's very easy to recognize it. Bein milamala means to the top. Bein milamata, when you have the cover and you make a hole, doesn't matter the top of the hole, the bottom of the hole, you'll be able to see it. Says the Gemara, if you talk about teeth, so you're able to recognize it because it's black while the rest is white. Bishwa, the bottom you can see, because what happens? He makes a hole. Then he has to fill the hole. So if I open it up and I look from the other side, you'll see usually it's not 100% full. Right? If I have to fill it from one area and I'm not able to reach the other one, because you have a closed barrel, he drills a hole. Then he fills it up. Usually when you fill it up, it will not fill up in the other end completely. It's very hard to make it straight because I'm not able to spread it on the other side. So he says, Bishul Lamato, once I open it up, I'll be able to see it. But Lamalo, on top, you're not going to see the difference.
You're seeing that there was a hole.
Yeah, there was a hole before. So Lamala, you're not going to see it. So Moshe Gamliel was not so sure what Rabbanan said. That's what he told him. If you talk about teeth, stumoy nikar ben milamalo ben milamato. If you talk about teeth, you always recognize it because it's black, while the rest is white. Right, the top, I'm not going to know the difference because they're both white. But once you fill a name and I open it up, I'll see that it's not full. He says he's not going to realize the Jew because he looks at the barrel, he says the barrel is closed. That's it.
Bother to open it up.
To open it up and look the other side. Inami also sometimes you are able to fill it up to the edge. You fill it up well. So you can't rely on that to say I'm going to recognize it. So it looks like they need to take out the entire cover of the barrel. As we mentioned, the end of the Mishnah says the Lashon of Shimon Gamliel, the end of the Mishnah. That's according to the end of the Mishnah. He put a bottle on the shulchan, and he put a bottle on the bar. What's on the table is also duvliki is mutter. If he told him, please drink, also because then the guy, once you give him allow him, he's going to do the whole thing. Chabir Ptuchas Asuras, Stumas Mutaris, Kedeshi, so the open one's also, because he's going to drink from it. The closed one depends how much time. How much time? The time of Shimon Gamliel, the time it takes to take the entire cover. So the Mopshita, clearly the Mishnah goes in the end like I'm Shimon Gamliel, because that's the example we're saying. Mao de Temo, Kulo. Maybe you'll say no, the end of the Mishnah, Shimon Gamliel is the one speaking. It's not that we're quoting and we're saying Allah like Shimon Gamliel. That's what Shimon Gamliel is speaking. Of course, he's saying it's Shito. Kamashwell, that's a Chiddush.
Yeah, but it's different than all the other two.
Yeah, so maybe that's Allah Shimon Gamliel. So here the Mishnah is concluding with the Shimon Gamliel. He's not chosh for a small hole. He's only chosh to keep taking the entire cover. And we hold the Kabbalah that holds you don't have to have a double seal. That goes back to who mentioned here the idea of the double seal. Right? You mentioned double seal. You have to have only one seal. Only one seal is good enough. So why don't do it today? Today says I hold that the Shimon Gamliel holds you have to have a very long time to have a problem. And in other words, according to Shimon Gamliel, I'm not chosh to a small hole. Chosh to taking the entire cover. So today, or if you have a short amount of time, it won't happen. And we don't have to have a double seal. One seal is good enough. So if so, let's give our barrels to the guy. Says the Gemara, Mishum Shaycho. Because of Shaycho. What is Shaycho? Let's see Rashi. Last Rashi in the Amud. So Rashi, Nekev Dakmoy, a very small hole. Shuraguvas Achovi says, Reach Hayayin Yoitze. Every barrel has a small hole to allow the smell of the wine to be able to go out so it doesn't remain there, ruin the wine. Maybe the guy will put a straw in it and he'll drink from it. That's the reason. Because of the small hole over there. So that's what he says. Now, Tais says, there's a very long Tais over here. Tais speaks about the different barrels in those days. One of the things he brings, he says that when you have a wooden barrel, are you choishish that the guy will stick a knife in between the slats and take wine out of there? Discussion here in Tosis. Tosis discuss different barrels. When do you have a problem or not? But what comes out, the shaila is, this is what Tosis calls the Rishonim and Halacha, is the shaila is, when you don't have that one whole problem, and I have one seal, is that going to be good enough for the guy? For example, can I give a closed bottle to a guy? Yeah, a bottle closed.
The hole.
What?
The hole for you, not just to get.
Yeah, meaning he's going to hold it. Am I choishish or not? I have a closed bottle.
Close the seal.
It's closed, but we know our closed. What is it? It's going to be one seal.
It should be a double because the cork itself you can't replace that.
Oh, so that's the cork. So the shaila is there today in this case should be fine. That's what we did at night. Once I have a wine which is closed with a cork, I can give it to a guy. Why? He can't reach it. Why not? Because you can't. If you open it, you open it. It can't make a hole. There's no way with the glass to make a hole. So this is the basis of our Gemara. The Gemara says, we have a problem because maybe there's a hole, we have a problem, the taste goes on, you make a knife, you have a air. If I don't have that, so you could give a barrel, you could give wine to the guy. So this is the part of the basic discussion, at what stage can the wine reach the guy's hands? So you're going to voice, so stop over here.
Take a needle. Check something in there.
You won't know, but you can't drink from it.
This is